so I'm back filming again. I was traveling a lot. I was also a bit sick, so I think the last time I filmed something was a month ago. So of course what you saw on my channel was pre-filmed, so yeah, I'm back filming and I'm very happy about this. And I also have new lighting. I don't know if you can tell or not, but let me know if it looks good or not, if it's better. I don't know. I will probably see this after I edit this video, but still, let me know what you think, and if you like it, I will share what it is. If you don't, I will not. So today I will be testing some Zoeva products, and especially their Spice of Life collection, or palette I should better say. So I was in the palette from Zoeva and also the Plaisir highlight. So you have 3 highlighting palettes in here, and actually they already launched this palette. It was launched on the 12th of November, so I'm a bit late today, but still I wanted to film a review. I really want to film more reviews with some new palettes. You also requested the Huda Beauty new palette. I bought that and should be here very soon, in like a day or 2. Now this is how the palette looks like. Of course I already swatched you know, all the shades just with my fingers, but let's see how this applies on the eyes, how this works. As a first thing, I will use my Cinema Secrets palette, Conceal and Define palette. This is in the number 1, and I will take this, the first shade. And I know this palette looks really messy, but it is what it is when you have such creamy products. So I will just apply this with my finger and blend it very well. I want a very full coverage kind of concealer at the base because I do have some discoloration here and there, so I want to cover that. I will take this shade in here, which is like a classic ivory kind of shade. It's quite pale, and usually in the Zoeva palettes you have a lot of these shades, and to be honest I still prefer something a bit more warmer, yellow based. So still quite a light shade but a bit more yellow based, not really with a grayish kind of undertone or more pinky. But anyway, I will apply this on my brow bone with a Zoeva, not a Zoeva, a Hakuhodo G5523 brush. And by the way, I was also sent a set of brushes from this collection that have these like red burgundy kind of handles, and this basically is my dream set because it contains all my favorite brushes, eye brushes from Zoeva. So I will use my trusty 228 brush, which actually this is an old one and this is a new one, and you can see the difference. The old one is much fluffier and the new one is more tapered, but once you know, use it more and more, once you wash it all the time, it will get a bit more fluffier, but still fluffy enough. I have no idea what kind of makeup look I will create, but let's start with something classic in the crease. This shade in here. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this shade. It will work with probably all of the eyeshadows in here as a transition kind of shade. It's a lovely warm brown. By the way, I actually liked how the ivory shade applied. I think it's super smooth. The Zoeva shadows usually are a bit more dry, not really creamy, buttery soft, but they still give you that, you know, pigmentation. So if I still have that pigment on, I don't care if it's a bit more dry or it's a bit more softer. Now back with the brush, I use the highlight shade earlier. Next, okay, I will use the Spice of Life, which is this like reddish brick color. Just use this again in the crease to intensify this area more. So this really looks like a mess right now, but let's correct that now. Again, my trusty blending brush. I'm telling you, the blending makes such a difference. I will take the same concealer and with the small Hakuhodo brush I will cut the crease because I want to have more like a cut crease kind of look. And I will try, usually how I do this, I just look in the mirror and kind of mark, you know, where I want the line to be, and from there I have a guide, and then I just fill in everything with my concealer. So now I will use the shade, the flavor, which is this olivey green one. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. The shimmery shades in here are a bit more on the drier side. They will still give you the payoff, but they're quite dry. They're not, you know, that really, really soft, smooth kind of shimmery shade that I usually like to use. Okay guys, and that's it. This is the final look. I tried to create something a bit more playful in a way, not the old boring makeup looks. Even though this is a palette review, it's not really an extravagant makeup tutorial or anything like this, but I still hope you will like this. Let me know in the comments and thumbs up. Now, the palette itself. All the shades that I used today, I really like them. I like how they apply, I like how they blend. I didn't have any kind of problems with these shades. Now, I haven't used all of these shades on my eyes, but I swatched all the shades, and there are a couple of shimmery shades that I don't like at all. I don't like how they swatch, I don't like the consistency, and usually, you know, when you work all the time with eyeshadow, you know exactly what consistency will be a good one for the eyes and what not. And these two shades, the shimmery shades in here, and also this one, this. So these three shimmery shades, they're very, very dry, quite powdery, and the pigment itself, it's not super kind of sticky. So you need some kind of base in order to make them work. They will still work if you try to apply base or, you know, some concealer. So I used a concealer for the green shade, olivey green shade, but I know that this in fact swatches beautifully as well, so I can use this shade on its own, but I wanted to have that, you know, intense pigment, so this is why I used the concealer. But these three, they just feel just not good, not the right consistency. And after I finished, I realized that I actually forgot to use the Mercier highlights palettes. So these are 3 palettes for the Caramel Melange, Spice of Life and Cocoa Blend palettes that Zoeva already has. So this one is Caramel Melange. It's a gorgeously bronzy highlighter shade and more of an ivory kind of one. This is the Cocoa Blend, which has a more like a rose gold kind of highlighter, bronzy rose gold, and then again an ivory champagne kind of color. And here is Spice of Life, so you have a very orangey kind of one with a bit of pink in it and also an ivory one. So I guess that's it. Let me know if you have any other palettes in mind, you know, for me to film a review in the future or to create different looks, and I will see you in my next video. Take care and bye!